Good evening, class. Professor Collins here about Module 7. It's the in for all the marbles. This is the big week where the class final project is due, and you kind of tie together the three milestones, and you're going to look at the Kansas City, Kansas score case. You know, in the first milestone, you looked at the unethical behaviors and the ethical responsibilities and the failures that the individuals in this case had did. And then the second module, you kind of looked at the implicit and explicit factors. What were their motivations? What made them go from sworn police officers doing criminal behavior, and the effect that unethical behavior had on both their personal lives, their professional lives, and the organizations that they worked in. Module 3, milestone 3, we went with leadership and what leadership did, what they did do, what they failed to do, what they could have done, and any kind of recommended program to address and safeguard against unethical behavior. And now we're into the final projects, which adds all the aspects of the three milestones, and then ask you to use your critical thinking and put yourself in the position if you were a member of the SCORE unit. What would you do? What would be your personal action in regards to the unethical behavior around you? Then you're going to make recommendations of what could be done to address and safeguard against unethical behavior in a criminal justice organization. Then you're going to look at the pressures, the daily pressures, stresses, obligations related to the profession, to the criminal justice profession. What does the criminal justice profession go through in their daily work, and what is their obligations, and what is the challenges that they face? And then you're also going to look at the final part of it is, how does this unethical behavior affect how the community views its criminal justice professionals? It's all things that we've gone through in the various discussions, milestones, and oral boards, and our back and forth within the class. You guys are doing great. I expect nothing but great milestones, great final projects from the milestones. And, it's a chance, if your grades are a little lower than you want to really hit the home run and score the big points on the final project. And this goes for people that owe me, that are falling behind and owe me work. Like I said, we don't have a lot of time left. We have, less than 2 weeks. If you owe me back projects, back assignments, get them in immediately. So, I don't want to see anybody fail. I like to see everyone be successful. In addition to the final project this week, we have the readings in Chapter 7, which deals with how the prosecution and the defense and the courts relate to ethics, ethical behavior. And you're looking at a type of situation like prosecutorial discretion, plea bargaining, and other ethical issues related to the courts, which is very topical in a number of areas, especially here in New York. The Suffolk County, New York suburban county, their district attorney is under federal indictment. He didn't run, and now a reformer has run for the district attorney and has won, and is now in the process of re-engineering and rebuilding the trust of the community in the district attorney's office. We're also going to read an article from Forbes about what is your personal mission statement. It kind of goes into how we should all develop a personal mission statement, and it's exactly what you're going to do in the last oral board. You're going to formulate your own mission statement and present it, to the oral board as you would if you were going for an employment or a promotion, or making a presentation to a community group, which is how we do it. All right, those are the assignments. Getting back to, as I said, we're looking at the final project for all the money here. The crunch time, the end of this class. Remember, additional resources. Read the final project rubrics and guidelines. Make sure you have the proper number of additional learning resources. Make sure they're properly cited in APA format. You don't want to lose points. If you've been doing so well, you don't want to lose points because you didn't, cite your work and do it in the APA format. If you have problems with that, you can always go to the Writing Center. You can reach out to me. There are a number of resources to look at on what you need to do, but you have to have additional resources in that format and, put it together. As I said, it's a combination of the 3 milestones and a few other questions asked of you, and to test your critical thinking and kind of put together all that we've learned in this class. And I said, I cannot thank you enough. You've been a very good class. It's been enjoyable to go back and forth. I appreciate all the life experience, all the observations that you've made, things that have changed my mind and enlightened me. And I had hoped that same can be said of me to you, that I've enlightened you and enhanced your educational experience, especially dealing with ethics, ethical decision making, and leadership. Have a great week and good luck.